Good morning. I am here with Mr. Neeraj Gill, Polycom's India and SAARC Managing Director. Hi, Neeraj.
Hi, Prashant. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for being with us here today.
It's a pleasure.
In fact, it's my pleasure to be here at Polycom's, wonderful concept center.
This is, I think, one of our newest facilities worldwide. And this, in fact, came online, I would say, only towards the end of December. And this is a facility which houses what we call as an executive experience center. So where you're sitting right now is part of the executive experience center. Mm-hmm. So this center showcases all of the technologies, all of the solutions that Polycom brings to the unified communications space, into the visual collaboration space. So the room that you're sitting in right now is one of our telepresence suites. And as you walk around the center, you would experience telepresence in its various flavors, unified communications, visual collaboration in different flavors, how a lot of these things integrate and come together, how you can actually get beyond being islands of technology and get all of these solutions to merge and talk to each other. So it's an experience that customers can see, touch and feel as they walk through the center. And other than that, this facility is also one of our premier R&D centers globally.
And tell us, what kind of trends do you foresee over the next 2 to 3 years?
I think one of the things that we should look at is where video is today. So when you look back historically, or when you look at the uses of video which people have put video to in the enterprise space, it has largely been confined to conference rooms, to telepresence rooms, so on and so forth. So even today, video or video market share is essentially measured in the number of codecs, hardware codecs which have been sold, or telepresence rooms which have been sold. Now, worldwide, there are about 2.5 million boardrooms, which are roughly, give or take, 2.5 million boardrooms which are video enabled. And that's the yardstick of video enablement today. Mm-hmm. But what we see is video stepping beyond the confines of the boardroom to your desktop, and beyond the desktop to your mobile devices, like say an iPad, a Galaxy tab, or perhaps even your mobile phone. The vision that we have is that you should be able to access video from anywhere, have video conferencing and visual collaboration from whatever device you have, wherever you are, irrespective of the device, irrespective of the network, and irrespective of the location that you're at. You should be able to do that collaboration seamlessly from any device to any device, any room to any room, any network to any network. So that's the vision. And at the moment, that's what we're working on. Today, if you walk around the center, you will see telepresence rooms like this. You will see video conferencing enabled rooms. You will see video conferencing solutions on things like the iPad, on the Galaxy tab, on the iPhone, through which you can access any of these rooms, and you can be part of a visual collaboration exercise going on. So today, what we have seen is that there is increasing use of video through software-enabled video codecs sitting on mobile devices. So our view is that as you go forward, you will see a lot more video. In fact, video would become the medium of choice, and as people are nowadays fond of saying, video is a new voice. So you would see video increasingly replacing the collaborative experience within the enterprise space.
People have been talking about unified communication, that paradigm.
Absolutely.
If I am, whether I am on my desktop phone or on my mobile, people can seamlessly get through over voice, and now it is video. Unified communication as a promise was there for a long time.
Absolutely.
We had not seen it happening. Do you think the time has come now?
I think the time has come now, and I will specifically stick, for example, to visual collaboration within the unified communication space. And if I look at visual collaboration, one of the things that we talked about right now was the fact that video is stepping beyond and going into the mobility space, so that you have video from anywhere, anytime. One of the things that we did not talk about, we simply talked about the fact that we have solutions which do all of this. Well, that's one aspect of it. And you don't want video in any form to remain an island, whether it's coming from the mobile devices, whether it's coming from the video conferencing rooms, or wherever it is. You want to be able to interact with anyone, anywhere, the same as you do today on voice. You pick up a mobile phone and you call anyone, irrespective of the device that they have at the other end, who the manufacturer was, or what network it is on. You don't have to think about it. The vision is that that's exactly where video should be going. So one of the things that we announced on October 8th was our vision of what we call as the cloud access. Now, the cloud access is a solution that we are bringing out this quarter for the enterprise space and probably for the service provider space in Q2 of this year. What that does is that it bridges all of these islands of video connectivity and brings them together, truly unifying an experience irrespective of what solution you have. So using cloud access, for example, you can bring together people on Skype, people on Google Talk, people on Polycom, people on Link, or any other video experience that they have with them. Now this truly takes communication to a level where you don't necessarily have to think what the other person has. Now this is a vision at this moment, but certainly as we move towards the second half of this year, we start to see it fructify. And as we go forward, that's the vision that from any type of video conferencing solution that you have, you should be able to collaborate through a Polycom real presence platform. Now, amongst other things, what is also necessary is that this should happen irrespective of what network you sit on.
Right.
Today, when you look at a mobile phone, for instance, you don't know whether the other person is on an AT&T network, a BT network, an Airtel network, a Reliance network, a Vodafone network. You simply talk to each other. And you do so whenever you feel like it. You don't have to wait for a call to be scheduled.
Yep.
In video, that's not quite the case as yet. What we did was, a while back, we put together a consortium called the OVCC, or the Open Visual Collaboration Consortium. We helped found it with leading carriers of the world, including Airtel from India. We had people like AT&T, we had people like BT, Telefonica, Telstra, all of them coming together to put together the basis of an exchange network, so to speak, which would allow video users from anywhere on any network to talk to video users on any other network on an ad hoc basis or on a scheduled basis.
Okay.
Now, which in reality takes that promise a little bit further. It's not just about all devices collaborating on the same network. Now it takes that promise to any device or any software client on any network talking to any other device on any other network in an ad hoc manner. And I fully expect to see services rolled out perhaps towards the middle of this year, the first services coming out from OVCC, of which all of these telcos that I spoke about are charter members.
One of the things that I was mulling over while doing researching on Polycom a few days back was, why is that Polycom has not been democratizing video conferencing? And then I hit upon your cloud access. So that sounds to me like you are trying to democratize video conferencing, that is taking it to a totally different level.
Absolutely.
So do you think cloud access, which you are launching, I think March 13th?
It should be coming out in March 2013.
Is there going to be a worldwide release?
It's a worldwide release. So the whole idea is to get this across, at the earliest possible. It's a March 2013 release. March 2013 is expected to be from an enterprise perspective. From a service provider perspective, we expect to have this rolled out in Q2 of this year. And certainly, as you said, this is truly democratizing video, so that you're no longer bound to a particular platform, to a particular vendor, or to even a particular choice of device. And in fact, within cloud access, there is an option where even if you have nothing on your device, let's say an iPad or a laptop or anything else that you have, we could send you a link, you click on the link, and you're part of the video conference. So certainly that is truly, truly democratizing visual collaboration, I would say, not just video conferencing.
Do you think with this, you are in a position now to penetrate into the small and medium market in India, which is very vast, and the mid market? You have been pretty active in the, the large market segment. What do you foresee for cloud access in India?
Absolutely. I think, as you said rightly, we've been the leaders in the government space or in the enterprise space and so on and so forth. And that's the tip of the iceberg. Certainly the mid-market or even the small market space or small enterprise space is there that needs to be penetrated. Now there are two ways of going about it. I think one is that the traditional cloud-based experience for traditional video conferencing is also something which is important, and that is something that we are working on with a number of our service provider partners to roll out a managed service offering by having the infrastructure sit within their cloud and being able to provide video endpoints, the hardware video endpoints or software video endpoints to their customers at their premises. The customer, therefore, no longer has to manage the video infrastructure, can actually get the video endpoint as a part of a service from the telco, as a part of a package with the bandwidth rolled out to them. So in that case, it becomes far easier for an SME to be able to experience all the benefits of visual collaboration without necessarily having the IT infrastructure or going to the expense of putting together an IT infrastructure and managing it. And the telcos can also provide further experience, such as operator assistance, for example, which is not something which a small enterprise would necessarily have within their own organization. So I think that is another